My voice is audible. Hello, voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, screen is fully visible now. Okay. Okay. So good afternoon to one and all. So in the previous lecture, we have covered the what we can say gas turbine power plant. We have covered the introductory part related to the gas turbine power plant. Then obviously we have covered the second point, that is nothing but its a typical layout and how it is going to be worked. Now, in today's lecture, we will cover another important, and then also in the yesterday's lecture or the previous lecture, we have covered what we can say advantages and disadvantages of the gas turbine power plant. Now, what we are going to do in this today's lecture, we are going to cover the another important point, that is nothing but the which are the points we need to consider whenever we have to select the site for the what we can say gas turbine power plant. Okay, whenever we have to select any site for the gas turbine power plant, which points we need to consider. Okay, as say these types, whatever the site selection points are there, no, if you can consider any power plant, somewhat similars are there. There is no difference in that particular site selection criteria for the establishment of the any power plant. ओके, म्हणजे काही पॉइंट्स हे तुमचे कॉमन आहेत त्यातलं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, obviously whenever you are going to consider the first point, that is distance from load center. Obviously whatever the gas power plant is there, it is very or you can say the distance from the load center is not too much far. त्या लोड सेंटर पासून म्हणजे जिथून आपण इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करतोय, फ्रॉम दॅट पॉइंट टू वेअर वी आर गोइंग टू जनरेट द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, द डिस्टन्स बिटवीन दॅट टू पॉइंट शुड नॉट बी टू मच लार्ज. त्याच्यात खूप मोठं त्यांच्यामध्ये डिस्टन्स नसलं पाहिजे. त्यामुळे आपण काय करणार आहोत, whenever we are going to select any site for the gas turbine power plant, we have to select the site in such a way that the distance between that particular gas power plant and that load center is as much less as possible. Obviously the second point is nothing but the availability of land. Okay, so whenever we are going to establish, whenever we are going to establish any particular power point, obviously there is a requirement of the land, and whatever that land is there, whatever that land is there, that is able to withstand all the structures of that particular power plants. Okay, so there should be enough space available, that is availability of land, and whatever land is there, that is whatever the land that you have decided or you have chosen, that is going to withstand. withstand म्हणजे काय, जे काय आपण स्ट्रक्चर उभा करणार आहे त्याला काय प्रॉब्लेम नाही झाला पाहिजे, त्यांनी ते व्यवस्थितरित्या काय केलं पाहिजे, त्याला काय म्हणतो, त्याला व्यवस्थितरित्या सपोर्ट दिला पाहिजे. Okay, so we can say the enough space should be available as far as the availability of land is concerned, and that land is going to establish that particular what we can say gas turbine power plant, or that particular land is going to withstand whatever the structure related to the gas turbine power plant. Then availability of fuel. Okay, so as far as the gas turbine power plant concerned, which is the fuel in the gas turbine power plant? Gas turbine power plant मध्ये fuel कोणता आहे?
Gas.
It's not gas, we can say it's atmospheric air. Okay, so what they want to say is that availability of fuel, the atmospheric, pure atmospheric air should be available for the proper working of the gas turbine power plant. Okay, pure atmospheric air should be available. Why? Because if they obviously we have connected a filter there. Okay, but if we will get the pure atmospheric air, then what it will happen, the efficiency of that particular power plant is going to be increased. Okay, so whenever we are going to select the site, that time we need to take care that the pure atmospheric air should be available for the working of the gas turbine power plant. ओके, म्हणजे जेवढी तुमची ऍटमॉस्फेरिक एअर जिथं प्युअर आहे त्या ठिकाण, तो ठिकाण आपण कशासाठी चूज करायचं आहे, वी हॅव टू चूज दॅट पर्टिक्युलर स्टेशन और दॅट पर्टिक्युलर पॉइंट इन ऑर्डर टू एस्टॅब्लिश द गॅस टर्बाइन पॉवर प्लांट. ओके, आता फ्युएल म्हणजे इथं आपण ऍटमॉस्फेरिक एअर वापरतोय. सी हिअर वी हॅव सीन दिस पर्टिक्युलर स्ट्रक्चर कॉम्प्रेसर, तिथून आपण एअर वी आर गोइंग टू टेक द एअर फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिक्युलर कॉम्प्रेसर. atmospheric air आपण इथं बघितलंय बघा, in a gas turbine power plant air is used as the working fluid. So whatever the fluid or whatever the air is there, that should be a what we can say pure atmospheric air. म्हणजे आता मला सांगा, suppose if we have considered a plant site where the air is always populated, okay, or so whatever the it is pollution is there in that particular air, so what it will happen, if that air is not pure, then what happen, whatever the efficiency of that particular power plant is there, that is going to be decreased. So whenever we are going to select any site for the gas turbine power plant, the availability of fuel must be there. Then fourth point, which is common in each and every power plant, that is availability of transportation facilities. That is this, see this, whatever this point is there, no availability of transportation facilities, I think it is common in each and every power plant. Whenever you are going to consider any power plant, at that time we have whatever the structure of power plant is there, we require different machinery in order to what we can say establish the power plant. Okay, so whenever if we have to transport that particular machineries to that particular site, so transportation facility should be easily available, or you can say whatever the what we can say, whenever we have to transport the electricity from that generated point to the different points, that time also the transportation facilities plays the very important role. So ample transportation facilities should be available whenever we are going to establish the particular what we can say power plant. Okay, see availability of transportation facility ha pratyek power plant, you can consider any power plant, in that particular power plant the transportation facilities plays a very important role. It may be we have to transport the what we can say fuel, or it may be we have to transport different machinery which is required to withstand the gas turbine, or we can say which is required to withstand the whole structure of gas turbine power plant. So the transportation facilities plays a very important role whenever we are going to select any site for to establish any particular power plant. Okay, now distance from populated area. Obviously the main concern behind our mind is that what due to any reason, okay, due to the any reason there should not be or there should not be what we can say damage, or there should not be any harmful effect to the any particular human being which is surrounded near to that particular gas power plant. That's why they are saying that the distance from the populated areas, obviously that particular power plant is there which is obviously somewhat away from the populated area. What happens due to that? What happens if we are going to concern that is near to the populated area? So it may be chances that due to the operation, after the operation of that particular gas turbine power plant, it may that or it may happen that it will affect whatever the people which is what we can say living are around that particular power plant, are living to that particular power plant. So whatever your distance of that power plant should be away from the populated area. And last point, that is type of land, that is actually somewhat similar like to the availability of land. What is that? Whatever the land we have selected that is able to withstand the high, or that is able to withstand the structure which we are going to which is used to particular establish the gas power plant. म्हणजे ती जी काय लँड आहे, ती जे काय पर्टिक्युलर जमीन आहे, त्या जमिनीने जे काय आपण स्ट्रक्चर उभा केलं आहे ते विस्टँड केलं पाहिजे, त्याला काय प्रॉब्लेम नाही झाला पाहिजे त्या स्ट्रक्चरला. दॅट इज नथिंग बट दी टाइप ऑफ दी लँड. Okay, so these are the different points that we need to consider whenever we are going to select the site for this gas turbine power plant. Which are the points are there? First, it's a distance from the load center, then availability of land, then availability of fuel, then availability of transportation facilities, then distance from populated area, and next is nothing but the type of the land. Got it, everyone? कळालंय का? Which are the different site selection criteria? Someone reply whether you got this one.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
now
sir.
see, as some student what they did, I know it's your first time, but what you have to do, I asked one question into the, I think ISC one, that I think I don't know which power plant I have given, and I have asked there that write short note on the site selection criteria for this particular power plant. Okay, so what student they did, or many of students what did, they have just written this particular heading. Okay, they have written distance from load center, availability of land, then availability of fuel, then availability of transportation facilities. Such point they have written. See, this particular heading point I have written here in this particular PPT. But what is expected in the ISC, or what is expected from you people, is that whenever you have written point number first, you have to explain that particular point within a 1 or 2 line. That is expected from you people. Okay, just don't write just heading there, that is availability of land, availability of fuel, or availability of transportation facilities. Don't write just the heading there. The explanation related to that particular point is necessary from you people. Okay, so from next ISC onwards, you can take care that whenever, although if it is heading is there in the PPT, but what you have to do, you have to explain that particular point with the help of your own words. आता तुम्ही availability of land किंवा availability of fuel तुम्ही तुमच्या वर्ड्स मध्ये इझिली सांगू शकता. आणि आपल्याला ते कसं, what we can say, we don't have to write like essay. आपल्याला एसी सारखं लिहायचं नाहीये की बाबा काय म्हणतो त्याला, availability of land म्हटलं त्याचं 4 to 5 line explanation. We don't want it. We just what we have to write, we have to write one point, and after that we have to explain that point. That care only that we need to take. Got it, everyone? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that care you need to take, because what will happen, it will I know it is everyone, it is okay, but what it will happen, it will cost your marks to decrease from that particular ISC paper. Okay, done. So this we have studied related to the gas turbine power plant. So we have covered which two power plant we have covered. First of all, we have covered the diesel power plant, and then we have covered now the gas turbine power plant. In the diesel power plant, we have covered advantages, disadvantages, then site selection criteria in its typical layout. In this power plant also, which power plant? Gas turbine power plant. Its typical layout, advantages, disadvantages, and site selection criteria. Okay. Now third, and which is the almost you have seen that particular power plant that we are going to see, that is nothing but the wind power plant. Okay. So see, I will show you the, okay, our third power plant, that which we are going to see or which we are going to study, that is nothing but the wind power plant. Okay. Now see, this is the in this power plant also, what we are going to study? First of all, we are going to study its typical layout, then we have to study its site selection criteria, and then its advantages and the disadvantages. Okay. Now, whether screen is fully visible, you are clearly visible, whatever your our typical layout of the wind power plant is there, whether it is fully visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see, whenever into the examination, at that time, whenever into the examination, they will ask typical layout. Then all whatever you are seeing in front of your screen, that you have to draw. Okay. So see, as far as the typical layout of this power plant is concerned, you have seen the different what we can say windmills. Okay, they are the important part of this particular power plant. Okay, now see here, the main important part that plays, or this is the what we can say very important part in this wind power plant. These are nothing but this particular rotor blades. Okay, now what it will happen? These rotor blades are going to rotate in this particular circular direction. काय होणार आहे? हे जे काय रोटर ब्लेड्स आहेत, जे काय कनेक्ट केलेले आहेत, सगळ्यांनी रोटर ब्लेड बघितलेत का? एव्हरीबडी हॅज सीन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर वाइंड मिल. Whether
Yes,
you
sir.
have seen this particular rotor blade, so what it will happen? That rotor blades which we have shown here, that is going to rotate in this particular circular direction. Okay, then what it, just a minute, I have to revise. Now this particular shaft is there. Okay, this particular shaft is there. This is called as rotor shaft, which is connected to this particular rotor blade arrangement. Whatever this rotor shaft is there, that is connected to this particular rotor blade arrangement. Now what it will happen? As soon as this particular rotor blade is going to rotate, as this rotor shaft is going to connected to this particular rotor blade, this rotor shaft is also going to rotor. म्हणजे जसं तुमचं हे रोटर ब्लेड रोटेट होत जाणार आहेत, हा रोटर शाफ्ट आहे तो या रोटर ब्लेडला कनेक्टेड असल्यामुळं हे तुमचे रोटर ब्लेड रोटेट झाल्यामुळे हा रोटर शाफ्ट पण तुमचा काय जाणार आहे? इट इज अगेन गोइंग टू रोटेट. ओके, but the very important point, that is, after this rotor shaft we have connected one gearbox. Okay, where the arrangement of different gears were present there. So what it will going to perform, this gearbox, what it going to perform the function? See, sometimes what it will happen, as wind is there, this particular rotor blade is going to rotate. But sometimes what happens, the speed of wind is too much high. Okay, and if speed of wind is too much high, the rotor blades is also going to rotate with a high speed. But due to that, what happens, there may be chances that it will damage to whatever the apparatus which is connected behind this particular, what we can say, wind power plant. So this gearbox maintain, or whatever the apparatus which is present in this particular gearbox, what they will do, they will maintain the speed of this particular, if a rotor blade is rotating in high direction, or it will rotate with high speed, but this gearbox, what it will do, they will maintain the speed as per our requirement. जसं आपल्याला रिक्वायरमेंट पाहिजे त्याच्याप्रमाणे हे गिअर बॉक्स काय करतो, त्याचा स्पीड ऍडजस्ट करतो. म्हणजे कधी कधी असं होईल बघा की हे खूप जर फास्ट जोरदाने फिरायला लागले हे रोटर ब्लेड, तरी काय होण्याचे चान्सेस आहे, जी काय तुमची वाइंड मिल तुम्ही एस्टॅब्लिश केलेली आहे ती काय करायची, डॅमेज व्हायचे चान्सेस आहेत. सो what it will happen, the gear blocks plays a very important role whenever we are going to decide the speed of this particular rotation of this particular rotor shaft. Okay, and this particular shaft which is connected to this generator shaft. So what it will happen, whenever it will going to connect to this generator shaft, as this rotor shaft is going to rotate, this particular whatever shaft which is present in this generator, it is also going to rotate and it will generate the electricity. And whatever the electricity generated, that which we are going to transfer to the different points with the help of this particular transmission line. Okay, म्हणजे काय होणार actually, whenever your rotor blade is going to rotate, at that time whatever this rotor blade arrangement is there, that is connected to the rotor shaft, this rotor shaft is also going to rotate, and this rotor shaft is connected to generator shaft, which will help to rotate the generator and to generate the electricity. And whatever the generated electricity is there, that we are going to transmit with the help of this transmission line. Okay, now this here you can see another arrangement, that is nothing but the tower, or you can call it is nothing but the supporting structure. This particular tower is there, that is used in order to give the supporting structure to this particular, what we can say, windmill part or this particular rotor or generator part. हे जे काय तुमचा होल पार्ट आहे याला सपोर्ट करण्याचं किंवा व्हॉट वी कॅन से ह्याला पर्टिक्युलर एक सपोर्ट देण्याचं काम कोण करते, व्हॉट एव्हर दिस टावर स्ट्रक्चर इज देअर दॅट इज प्रेझेंटेड हिअर. ओके, सपोर्ट द्यायचं काम. नाहीतर तुम्ही डायरेक्टली असं करू शकताय का, होल अरेंजमेंट फक्त ही घ्यायची आणि त्या पर्टिक्युलर एका प्लेसला नेऊन ठेवायची, वेदर इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. व्हाय, बिकॉज तुम्ही जर हे डायरेक्ट प्रॉपरली ह्याच्यावर ठेवलं, ग्राउंडवर ठेवलं, देन देअर शुड नॉट बी एनी प्रॉपर रोटेशन ऑफ दिस रोटर ब्लेड. ओके, ही जी काय तुमची अरेंजमेंट आहे, व्हॉट एव्हर युअर अरेंजमेंट इज देअर, this particular arrangement, if you are going to put this particular arrangement on ground, so whether it is possible to rotate this particular blade, no. So what we want some height from this particular ground level, so that this rotor blade is going to rotate. That height and this support is going to provided by this particular tower. Okay, जी काय आपल्याला हाईट पाहिजे किंवा जे काय तुम्हाला सपोर्ट पाहिजे, that support is going to provided with the help of this particular tower. Okay, and the another important point which is connected, that is nothing but the wind speed direction indicator. Okay, so what it will indicate, the wind speed direction indicator, it will indicate that what in which direction there is a flow of wind. ओके, म्हणजे जर तुम्ही त्याच्या जवळ जर जाऊन बघितलं ना, तर देन यू कॅन इझिली सी दिस पर्टिक्युलर पार्ट. ओके, सो दॅट व्हाय इट इज कनेक्टेड देअर, we will also get some rough idea that how much amount of electricity is going to be generated. ओके, म्हणजे जरी आपल्याला त्या वाइंड स्पीड डिटेक्टरने आपल्याला काय करणार आहे की कुठल्या डायरेक्शननी your what we can say speed of, or in which direction your wind is going to be accumulated. So what we are going to get some idea, that rough idea, that how much amount of electricity is going to be generated. Okay, everybody got this one? So this is the typical layout of this particular, what we can say, wind power plant. Whenever, now see, whenever into the examination, if they will ask that write a short note on the, what we can say, the typical layout of the wind power plant, then you have to draw all this particular structure. Everybody got this one? This is the simple layout. Layout draw karta hai ka? Is it possible for everyone to draw this particular layout?
Yes, sir.
Whether it is difficult, I think it is easy, it is not that much difficult. Okay, just you have to draw this particular structure properly. If you are able to draw this particular structure, then there is no problem for this particular drawing all these rotor blades and all these things. Got it, everyone? And
Yes.
again I'm repeating, whenever, see, it's your choice, but in ISC, whenever one question will be there that write a short note on the what we can say wind power plant, or write short note on the typical layout of this particular wind power plant, make sure that this particular diagram you can draw it by pencil, which will be what we can say more effective. Okay, whenever in the IC, whenever you are going to draw it by pen, and if some things will get wrong, then directly you are going to rough there, and again you are drawing, which will what we can say disturb your all your ISC paper, or disturb your all arrangement. So what should be that whenever you are going to draw the typical layout of the wind power plant, what you have to do, just draw it with the help of pencil. Okay, got it everyone? आणि अजून एक सांगतो, whatever this particular arrangement is there, no, whatever this particular arrangement, हे जे अरेंजमेंट आहे ना, ह्या पर्टिक्युलर अरेंजमेंटला एवढीच त्याला निकाल असं म्हणतात. इन दिस पर्टिक्युलर आवर व्हॉट वी कॅन से सायंटिफिक लँग्वेज, वी कॅन टर्न इट ॲज दी निकाल. ओके, म्हणजे हे जे पर्टिक्युलर महाग तुम्हाला ह्या शेपचं जे दिसते आहे, त्याला त्या पर्टिक्युलर अरेंजमेंटला काय म्हणतात, यू कॅन कॉल इट इज नथिंग बट दी निकाल. ओके, so this is nothing but the typical layout of this particular wind power plant. Got it everyone? सगळ्यांना कळलेलं आहे का? Typical layout of the wind power plant. Everybody got this one?
Yes, sir.
Can we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we will see which are the site selection criteria. Now, as far as this particular site selection criteria is there, no, that as this particular wind power plant is not established at the our what we can say regular places. आपण जिथं आपले जे नॉर्मल प्लेसेस आहे तिथं आपण आवाज करू नका रे. Whatever the normal process is there, we are not going to establish that particular power plant in the normal places. So what it will happen, that power plant is established in the hilly areas, or the areas where we will get the proper the speed of the wind for the rotation of the blade. म्हणजे आपण जे काही नॉर्मल आपलं जे काय आहे तिथं आपण वाइंड पॉवर प्लांट एस्टॅब्लिश करत नाही. आपल्याला काय करावं लागतंय, वी हॅव टू एस्टॅब्लिश दॅट पर्टिक्युलर पॉवर प्लांट इन द हिली एरियाज वेअर ऑर इन अ साइट वेअर वी विल गेट the ample amount of speed of the wind for the proper rotation of the blade. So which points we need to consider whenever we are going to select the site for this power plant? The first and foremost important point, that is nothing but the understand the wind resources. Already I have told you, we have to select the site in a such way that there is a ample amount of speed of the wind for the proper rotation of this particular what we can say blade. जर ते ब्लेड रोटेट झाले तर आणि तरच तुमची काय होणार आहे, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज गोइंग टू बी जनरेट. If your blade is not going to rotate the properly, so what it will happen, there is a less chances for the generation of the electricity. Okay, so wind resource in the sense we have to select a site, or we have to select a point where wind is available in the ample amount. Okay, म्हणजे तुमचा जो काही वारा आहे तो खूप प्रॉपर व्यवस्थित असला पाहिजे. त्यामुळे काय होईल, there may be chances that it may not be happen that your blades will not going to rotate in the improper direction, or it may be possibility that the blade is going to rotate and less amount of electricity is going to be generated. So we have to select a site in a such way that what we have to do, the whatever the site is there where the wind is available in the ample amount, or the speed of wind is available in the ample amount. Then distance from existing transmission line. Okay, So whenever we are going to select any site for this, see here, see whatever your point is there, no, if you can consider this particular power plant, or you can consider this particular windmill, this particular transmission line is there, no, that is somewhat nearer to this particular transmission line. Why? Because what we have to do, whatever the electricity generated, that we have to transport up to this particular transmission line, and with the help of this transmission line we have to transport it at different point. ही जर ट्रान्समिशन लाईन या पर्टिक्युलर वाइंड मिल पासून काही डिफरंट किलोमीटर्सवर खूप जास्त प्रमाणात त्याच्यापासून लांब असेल तर काय होणार आहे, ट्रान्समिट करण्यासाठी जे काही चार्जेस लागणार आहेत, व्हॉट एव्हर दी चार्जेस रिक्वायर्ड in order to transmit the electricity up to this particular transmission line, that is going to be increased. Okay, so the distance of this particular power plant is there, whatever the distance of this particular power plant or wind power plant which is nearer to your existing transmission line, त्याच्यामध्ये आणि त्या ट्रान्समिशन लाईन मध्ये डिस्टन्स थोडंफार काय पाहिजे, कमी पाहिजे. ओके, देन थर्ड पॉइंट, benefits of and barriers to allowing your land to develop. Okay, now see, whenever we are going to select any site for the establishment of wind power plant, that time you need to first consider how much benefit you are getting from that particular site, or how much amount of energy is going to be generated whenever we are going to select that particular site. Because what we have to do, we have to establish a big structure. बघितलं असेल तुम्ही, ज्या काय डिफरंट तुम्ही पर्टिक्युलर वाइंड मिल बघितल्या आहेत, लांबून त्या छोट्या दिसतात, पण whenever you are going to approach is near to that particular wind mill, what it will happen, these are too much big structure. So whenever we are going to select any site, that time what we need to take care that we will get as much as more benefit from that site. म्हणजे तुम्हाला जास्तीत जास्त अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी जनरेट झाली पाहिजे. नसेल तर विच टाइप ऑफ बॅरियर्स आर देअर. ओके, म्हणजे बघा, एखादं जर लँड तुम्ही कन्सिडर केलं, हिली एरियाज मध्ये तुम्ही कन्सिडर केलं, तर तुमचं लँड हे काय प्रॉपर असं एकदम स्ट्रेट नसणार आहे, किंवा असं प्रॉपर असं हॉरिझॉन्टल नसणार आहे. काय असणार आहे, इट शुड बी ऑफ व्हॉट वी कॅन से डिफरंट, म्हणजे असं खडका असणार आहे, कुठं वर असणार आहे, कुठं खाली असणार आहे. दॅट इज गोइंग टू बी हॅपन्ड इन दिस पर्टिक्युलर हिली एरियाज. सो व्हॉट वी हॅव टू डू, वी हॅव टू अंडरस्टँड whenever we are going to select any site, what benefits are there, and if not benefits are there, which are the barriers are there whenever we are going to establish that particular wind power plant. त्यामुळे तर तुम्ही बघा, ज्यावेळेस आपण जिथं आपले हिली एरियाज आहेत तिथे जर तुम्ही पर्टिक्युलर वाइंड मिल बघायला गेला, तर त्या एका प्रॉपर जिथं हॉरिझॉन्टल सरफेस आहे बऱ्यापैकी, जरी हिली एरिया असला तरी हॉरिझॉन्टल सरफेस आहे, तिथंच त्या वाइंड मिल काय केलेल्या आहेत, एस्टॅब्लिश केलेल्या आहेत. ओके, देन एस्टॅब्लिश ऍक्सेस टू दिस कॅपिटल. एस्टॅब्लिश ऍक्सेस टू दिस कॅपिटल मीन्स व्हॉट, whenever we are going to insert to this particular wind power plant, we will require the investment in the more amount. ओके, मग तेवढी इन्व्हेस्टमेंट पण काय झाली पाहिजे, तुमची कॅपिटल जे काय आहे तुमचं पण तेवढं कॅपिटल पाहिजे. म्हणजे असं नाही झालं पाहिजे की तुमचं एखादी पर्टिक्युलर वाइंड मिल तुम्ही एस्टॅब्लिश करता आणि तिथं तुम्हाला भरपूर अमाऊंट ऑफ मध्ये तुम्हाला कॅपिटल इन्व्हेस्ट करावं लागते आणि एनर्जी जनरेटेड होते ती कमी अमाऊंट मध्ये आहे. इट शुड नॉट बी हॅपन. ओके, म्हणजे जेवढी तुमची कॅपिटल इन्व्हेस्टमेंट आहे त्याच्या प्रमाणात तुमची काय झाली पाहिजे, एनर्जी जनरेट झाली पाहिजे. कारण कसं आहे बघा, तुम्ही हिली एरियामध्ये जाणार, तिथे ते पर्टिक्युलर एस्टॅब्लिश करणार वाइंड मिल किंवा वाइंड पॉवर प्लांट, पण आधीचे काय, तुम्हाला त्या पर्टिक्युलर लोकेशन पर्यंत ते रोटर ब्लेड घेऊन जावं लागणार आहेत. जी काय ओरिजिनल अरेंजमेंट आहे तुमची ते तिथपर्यंत घेऊन जावं लागणार आहेत. सपोर्ट स्ट्रक्चर तुम्हाला त्या पर्टिक्युलर पॉईंट पर्यंत न्यावं लागणार आहेत. आणि याच्यासाठी तुम्हाला जे कॅपिटल आहे, जे इन्व्हेस्टमेंट आहे इन टर्म्स ऑफ मनी, ते तुम्हाला काय लागणार आहे, जास्त लागणार आहे. कारण एखाद्या पर्टिक्युलर पॉईंट पासून हिली एरियाज मध्ये कुठलेही इन्स्ट्रुमेंट घेऊन जात असताना तुम्हाला कॅपिटल काय लागणार आहे, जास्त लागणार आहे. सो इट इज एस्टॅब्लिश कॅपिटल, म्हणजे ते पण आपल्याला या अमाऊंट मध्ये पाहिजेत की तुमचं जास्त पर्टिक्युलर कॅपिटल इन्व्हेस्टमेंट जास्त आहे पण एनर्जी जनरेशन काहीच नाही. इट शुड नॉट बी like that. Okay, that same point is appeared siting and project feasibility consideration. म्हणजे site select करताना whenever we are going to select any site, that time we have to think in a such way that we will get as maximum possible as output. म्हणजे जेवढं तुमचं आउटपुट आहे तेवढं मॅक्झिमम मिळालं पाहिजे. ओके, प्रोजेक्ट फिजिबिलिटी म्हणजे काय, व्हॉट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट फिजिबल? my project should be in a such way that my output is as per my expectation. Okay, that we can call that as nothing but the feasibility. So whenever you are going to establish any particular wind turbine power plant, it should be that we will get the output as per our requirement. Okay, and then there जो last point आहे तो काय आहे, there should be a proper dialogue with the turbine manufacturer and project developer. Why? Can you justify? कुणाला हे जर रिझन सांगता येईल का की आपण साइट सिलेक्ट करताना अशी का सिलेक्ट करायची? त्यांनी काय म्हणते, वी हॅव टू एस्टॅब्लिश अ प्रॉपर डायलॉग बिटवीन टर्बाइन मॅन्युफॅक्चरर अँड प्रोजेक्ट डेव्हलपर्स. Can anybody justify this particular reason why we are going to point or why we are going to concern this point whenever we are going to select the site? कोण सांगू शकते का? सी, आता हे जे काय स्ट्रक्चर आहे ते आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, म्हणजे असं नाहीये की आता जी पर्टिक्युलर एखादी कंपनी असेल तर ती काय कंपनी करणार आहे, डिफरंट स्ट्रक्चर्स रिक्वायर्ड इन ऑर्डर टू एस्टॅब्लिश दी वाइंड पॉवर प्लांट मॅन्युफॅक्चर करणार आहे, पण जे प्रोजेक्ट डेव्हलप करणार आहे ती माणसं वेगळीच आहेत. ओके, सो देअर शुड बी अ प्रॉपर कम्युनिकेशन और प्रॉपर डायलॉग between this turbine manufacturer and the project developer that which is feasible site. आपल्यासाठी कुठली feasible site आहे, कारण आता लक्षात घ्या, मी ते मॅन्युफॅक्चर करतोय इन पंढरपूर and if my site is at Delhi, so whether it is a possible or whether it is a feasibly acceptable, no. So there is a proper dialogue between that manufacturer and project developer is that which site is feasible for us. आपल्याला दोघांना पण ते कुठल्या मिनिमम अमाउंट मध्ये करता येईल आणि कुठल्या साइटला एस्टॅब्लिश केल्यावर we will get the proper output. So there is a dialogue between turbine manufacturer and the project developers. Okay, मॅडम ते आवाज येते त्याचा मॅडम? Lot of time is there, madam. Still 20 minutes are there. Got it, everyone? The site selection criteria for the generation of this particular wind power plant. So which point we need to consider whenever we are going to select the site for the wind power plant? First, we have to understand the wind resources. Then distance from your existing transmission line. Okay, then benefits and barrier in order to develop that particular land. Then third, establish access to this particular capital. Then project feasibility as far as site is concerned and proper dialogue between turbine manufacturer and the project developers. Got it, everyone? सगळ्यांना साइट सिलेक्शन पॉइंट कळलेले आहेत का?
Yes, sir.
See, why I am repeating this, because whatever the site selection point related to the wind power plant is there, that is as not same like the previous power plant. म्हणजे जे आपण प्रिव्हियस दोन पॉवर प्लांट बघितले त्यातले जे काही साइट सिलेक्शनचे पॉइंट होते, व्हॉटएव्हर द पॉइंट रिलेटेड टू दॅट साइट सिलेक्शन इज समवॉट सेम, बट दिस point related to the site selection of wind power plant is somewhat different. Okay, that you need to keep in your mind. Everybody got this one? Can we proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the last and very most important point, which are nothing but the advantages and disadvantages. Now the very important point is the advantage, as far as advantage is concerned, what? Air fuel that is free and inexhaustible. म्हणजे जे काय फ्युएल आपण वाईन टर्बाईन पॉवर प्लांट साठी वापरणार आहे कुठला आहे? एअर. म्हणजेच तुम्ही काय म्हणू शकता? वाईन. ओके, विच इज ऑब्विसली फ्री फ्रॉम कॉस्ट. आपल्याला असं आहे का वाईन साठी पैसे द्यावे लागतात? इट इज लाईक दॅट. इनएक्झॉस्टिबल, कधीही न संपणार आहे. दिस इज द फोरमोस्ट ऍडव्हान्टेजेस ऑफ दिस वाईन पॉवर प्लांट, बिकॉज whatever the fuel which is required for the whatever the fuel which is required for this particular wind power plant is a free, means it is obviously free from money and which is inexhaustible. Free आहे आणि कधीही न संपणार आहे. Okay, then it is a clean source of energy which will not going to pollute the environment. Okay, obviously whatever the wind power plant is there, clean source of energy. म्हणजे काय? म्हणजे असं तुम्ही कधी ऐकलंय का? वेदर यू हॅव सीन इट, किंवा तुम्ही असं इमॅजिन करू शकताय का की वाईन पॉवर प्लांट मुळे तुमचं पोल्युशन होतंय? असं कधी ऐकलंय का तुम्ही? वेदर यू हॅव लिसन दॅट दिस वाईन मिल इज गोइंग टू व्हॉट वी कॅन से pollute this particular environment? No. So this is a clean source of energy which is not going to pollute the environment. एन्व्हायरमेंटला त्याला असं पोल्युशन करण्यासारखं असं त्याच्याकडे काहीच नाहीये. असं आहे का बघ बाबा त्याच्यामुळं त्या पर्टिक्युलर पॉवर प्लांट मधून गॅसेस होत आहेत किंवा असं व्हॉट हॅझार्डस लिक्विड आहे किंवा हॅझार्डस ऍसिड्स तयार होत आहेत? इट इज नॉट लाईक दॅट. Okay, so this is the clean source of energy which will not going to pollute the environment. Okay, then the cost of electricity is too low and the wind turbine could be used more than 20 years. Okay, म्हणजे जे काय तुम्ही स्ट्रक्चर एस्टॅब्लिश केलेलं आहे ते स्ट्रक्चर असं आहे की ते मोर दॅन 20 years इट विल गोइंग टू वर्क. म्हणजेच थोडक्यात तुम्ही काय म्हणू शकता, एकदा एक स्ट्रक्चर तुम्ही एस्टॅब्लिश केलं, whenever you have established any structure, at that time what happen? It will withstand more than 20 years. Okay, म्हणजे असं आहे का तुम्ही असं कुठं बघितलं आहे का की सपोज तुम्ही एखाद्या पर्टिक्युलर प्लेसला वाईन मिल मॅन्युफॅक्चर केली, लगेच 1 वर्षांनी जाऊन ते स्ट्रक्चर बदललं? इट शुड नॉट बी लाईक दॅट. ओके, सो व्हॉट इट विल हॅपन, व्हॉट एव्हर द स्ट्रक्चर which is, it may be that it will be useful more than 20 years. Okay, it's cheap. Okay, as only installation and maintenance cost is required. Why they have called it as the cheap? Because whatever the fuel required is obviously free from money. That's why they have said that it's cheap. Which cost we will require? We will require only installation cost and the maintenance cost. We require only installation. We have to install any particular wind power plant. We will require, ए अरे तुम्हाला कळत नाही का सांगितलं एकदा? It's cheap. Cheap in the sense, what we have to do? Whatever this particular power plant is there, okay, whatever this particular air is there, that is absolutely a fuel free. Okay, whatever the air or whatever the fuel is there, that is obviously free. That's why they are saying it is cheap, and it's required, or there is only one cost required, that is installation and maintenance cost. Okay, then disadvantages. Okay, what is the foremost disadvantage? Is that high initial investment. Okay, your initial investment is high. Why? Because you require the particular, what we can say, डिफरंट अरेंजमेंट. बिकॉज काय करायचं आपल्याला, त्या पर्टिक्युलर मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग साइट पासून ते रोटर ब्लेड्स घेऊन यायचे आहेत. त्याच्यानंतर त्याची असेंब्ली हे आपल्याला त्या पर्टिक्युलर हिली एरियाज किंवा त्या पर्टिक्युलर पॉइंट मध्ये काय करायचं आहे, तिथे पर्टिक्युलर एस्टॅब्लिश करायचे आहे आणि त्याच्यापासून एनर्जी काय करायची आहे, जनरेट करायचे आहे. सो व्हॉट, इट्स हाय इनिशियल कॉस्ट. ओके, और वी विल रिक्वायर द हाय इनिशियल इन्व्हेस्टमेंट. देन इकॉलॉजिकल इश्यूज काय सांगतो तुम्हाला, somewhat what happens whenever we are going to establish any particular or whenever or any particular site, when we have established at that time there it is not happen. काही अशा केसेस झालेल्या आहेत की जे काय तुमचे बर्ड्स हॅबिटाट आहेत किंवा जे काय बर्ड स्पेसिस आहेत, त्या पर्टिक्युलर रोटर ब्लेडच्या व्हेनेवर ते रोटेट करत असताना त्या पर्टिक्युलर त्या रोटर ब्लेडच्या कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये येऊन त्या काय झालेल्या आहेत, पर्टिक्युलर हे झालेले आहेत, त्यांचं नष्ट झालेलं आहे. त्यामुळे त्याला तुम्ही काय म्हणतात, यू कॅन कॉल इट इज नथिंग बट दी इकॉलॉजिकल इश्यूज इन द सेन्स व्हॉट इट विल हॅपन, the whatever the birds habitats are there, that is going to disturb due to this particular wind power plant. कारण बघा, जर कंटिन्युअसली ते जर एकदम जास्त फास्ट तुमचे ते रोटर ब्लेड फिरायला लागले, जर चुकून बर्ड त्याच्या कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये आला तर काय होणार आहे, देअर मे बी चान्सेस दॅट it will destroy that particular bird's habitat. So these are the ecological issues are arrived. Okay, then large space requirement, this is another disadvantage, because whenever if you are going to consider the hilly areas, but जी काय त्याला जागा लागणार आहे ती काय खूप मोठी आहे. कारण आपण बघा, तुम्ही जरी त्या जवळून बघितल्या की त्या दिसायला छोट्या असल्या तरी whenever you are going to approaches to that particular point, then that structure is too much big. ओके, बरं असं आहे का की त्या पर्टिक्युलर एखाद्या पॉइंट मध्ये बघा, इफ यू कॅन कन्सिडर दिस पर्टिक्युलर वाइंड मिल, ओके, दिस इज अरेंजमेंट अँड दीज आर दी रोटर ब्लेड्स. ओके, आता हे रोटर ब्लेड्स काय होणार आहेत, द रोटर ब्लेड इज गोइंग टू रोटेट ह्या इन दिस पर्टिक्युलर डिरेक्शन. म्हणजे दिस स्पेस इज ऑल्सो वी विल रिक्वायर अँड दिस स्पेस इज ऑल्सो वी विल रिक्वायर, कारण हे रोटर ब्लेड असे रोटेट होणार आहेत. ओके, हे असे रोटेट होणार आहेत, हे पर्टिक्युलर रोटर ब्लेड असे रोटेट होणार आहेत. त्यामुळे हितली पण स्पेस आपल्याला लागणार आहे आणि ही पण स्पेस आपल्याला काय लागणार आहे, वी रिक्वायर. सो व्हॉट इज दॅट, लार्जर स्पेस रिक्वायरमेंट. ओके, and last fourth point, that is nothing but the weather dependent. Why we can call this as a disadvantage, weather dependent? Why we can call this as a weather dependent? Because as your speed of a wind is there, it will going to rotate. If speed is not in the what we can say, wind speed is not at that much proper, it will not going to rotate. Okay, that's why we can call it is nothing but the weather dependent. Got it everyone? Why it is called as the weather dependent? कळलंय का सगळ्यांना? Everybody got this one, weather dependent. Why it is called as the weather dependent? Why it is called? Because what it will happen, as your wind speed is not there, so what it will happen, that rotor blade is there, that is not going to rotate in that particular ample amount, and the generation of electricity is there. If it is, we are having the speed of wind in more, or the speed of wind is more, so what it will happen, it will rotate with very fast, and then we will get the generate electricity in the more amount. Okay, so these are the what we can say disadvantage as far as this particular wind power plant is concerned. High initial investment, ecological issues are there, large space requirement are there, weather dependent. These 4 points are there that we need to, or these are the disadvantages of the wind power plant. Okay, so we have studied. Okay, बघा, wind power plant मध्ये आपण काय काय स्टडी केलं, what we have studied as far as this wind power plant is concerned. Typical layout we have studied. Then site selection criteria for this particular wind power plant. Okay, obviously the site selection criteria of wind power plant is different than the other power plant, and then we have studied the advantages and the disadvantages of this particular wind power plant. कळलेलं का सगळ्यांना? हे स्ट्रक्चर सोपं वाटते का? वेदर इट इज पॉसिबल फॉर यू टू ड्रॉ दिस पर्टिक्युलर स्ट्रक्चर? बिकॉज ऍज कम्पेअर टू अदर बाकीचे जर तुम्ही पॉवर प्लांट कन्सिडर केलं तर तिथे काय होते, असे स्क्वेअर लाईक स्ट्रक्चर होते, पण इथे काय थोडस तुम्हाला प्रॉपर स्ट्रक्चर असं ड्रॉ करायचं आहे. हा निकाल व्यवस्थित ड्रॉ करायचा आहे, त्याच्यानंतर हे ब्लेड्स व्यवस्थित ड्रॉ करायचं आहे, सपोर्ट थोडा व्यवस्थित ड्रॉ करायचा आहे. These are the some points that you need to consider. Okay, got it everyone?
Yes.
So just wait, I will take your attendance. Okay, so last part is remaining from this chapter, that is nothing but the solar thermal power plant. As we have covered almost 3 power plant which we have covered, that is nothing but the diesel power plant, gas turbine power plant, and wind power plant. Okay, so which is the last part that is remaining, that is a solar thermal power plant, which is also a very easy one. Actually, we are in this particular chapter number 4, we are having the what we can say 4 power plant, but only just what is expected in syllabus is that it's a typical layout, then its advantages and disadvantages, and the criteria for the site selection. Okay, that is expected in this particular chapter. Okay, how was the paper of ISC, whether it is easy or difficult?
Easy.
Okay, I have started for checking of the paper. I have started paper checking. All students have written, most of the students have written very good, in very good manner. So one thing what I have observed in the ISC, it's okay. Now you are second year, but take care that whenever you are forming the sentence by your own, it should have the proper meaning. त्या सेंटेन्स मधून प्रॉपर मिनिंग निघलं पाहिजे. ओके, तुम्ही मनाचे सेंटेन्स करतायत, इट इज ओके, बट दॅट सेंटेन्स शुड हॅव दी प्रॉपर मिनिंग. म्हणजे मला तुम्हाला त्यातून काय सांगायचं हे मला समजलंय, पण व्हॉट एव्हर दिस सेंटेन्स इज देअर, नो, दॅट सेंटेन्स शुड हॅव इट्स प्रॉपर मिनिंग, सो दॅट व्हॉट इट विल हॅपन, the whatever the person which is going to check the paper, it will understand it is easily. Okay, that difficult असं काहीच नव्हतं पेपर मध्ये. Whatever your marks are there, that is going to be considered whenever you are giving final mark for the ISC at the time of, or whenever we are giving the final marks in the university. Okay, so